Have you ever looked at an electrical outlet and thought, why should I pay for this? Funny, right? But there was a man who not only asked that question, but came close to making electricity, like air, free for all of us. His name was Nikola Tesla. But Tesla's story is not just about free electricity. It's about a whole different world. A world without wires, with instant global communication, weather control, and weapons that could destroy armies from a distance. A strange, scary, and wonderful world that Tesla wanted to give us as a gift. So why don't we live in that world today? Why are we still paying our electric bills instead of wireless energy? The answer to that question is a story full of genius, betrayal, and conspiracy that I'm going to explore together today, step by step. Fasten your seatbelts, because the journey we're about to take shows us a future that was stolen from us. Part 2. The Man Who Saw the Future. Before we get to his strange conspiracies and inventions, we need to get to know the man himself. Nikola Tesla was no ordinary person. It is said that he had an extraordinary visual memory and could memorize an entire book in just one reading. He could design, test, and even repair complex machines and inventions in his mind without even touching a single screw. Imagine what an amazing mental power. He looked at the world like a giant puzzle and saw patterns that no one else could. He brought electricity to our homes with alternating current, AC, while his former boss, Thomas Edison, was trying with all his might to prove that AC electricity was deadly. Edison killed animals in front of people with AC electricity to ruin Tesla. But what did Tesla do in response? In front of thousands of people, he passed a current of 250,000 volts through his body to prove that he was right. Who would dare to do such a thing? This was just a small sample to show us what a fearless and strange character we are dealing with. He was not after money. He had a bigger dream. Part 3. Wardenclyffe Tower, the heart of the new world. Well, here the story enters the main stage. Tesla's great dream was summed up in one name, Wardenclyffe, a giant and strange tower that he built on Long Island, New York. This tower was not just a radio antenna, it was the beating heart of Tesla's new world. Imagine, Tesla wanted to build a network of these towers around the world. This network was supposed to do 3 amazing things. First, send messages, photos, and sound to any point in the world, wirelessly. That is, the same internet we have 100 years ago. Second, accurately locating any ship or plane anywhere on the planet. That's GPS 100 years ago. And third, and craziest of all, wirelessly transmitting electrical energy around the world. That means every electrical device, from your light bulb to your car, would be powered directly from the air without the need for wires or sockets. Forever. Free. This wasn't a dream. Tesla had built the prototypes. He could light those bulbs from a distance of a few meters without any wires. This was a real revolution. A revolution that could turn the entire energy industry, all the oil companies, and the entire power structure of the world upside down. And that's exactly where it all went wrong. Part 4. The Great Betrayal and the Collapse of a Dream. Tesla's main investor was a famous banker named J.P. Morgan. Morgan thought he was investing in a wireless communication system that he could make money from. But when he realized that Tesla's real dream was free energy for everyone, he was horrified. He asked himself a simple question. If I can't put a meter on the electricity, how am I going to charge people for it? And with that question, he destroyed the entire project. Morgan cut off Tesla's entire budget. No other banker dared to give Tesla money for fear of Morgan. Tesla went bankrupt. That magnificent tower, that heart of the new world, was never completed, and years later, it was sold for scrap metal and demolished. How would you have felt if you were Tesla? Your entire dream of changing the world destroyed before your eyes because of one man's greed. It was such a blow that Tesla never fully recovered from it. Part 5. Lost Inventions. The scariest part of the story. The story doesn't end here. It might even get scarier. After the failure of the Wardenclyffe project, Tesla became more reclusive, but his mind never stopped working. He worked on ideas that still make people's hair stand on end today. First, the earthquake machine. Tesla built a small oscillator that he said could be tuned to the resonant frequency of any building and bring down the entire building with small, regular vibrations. He himself claimed that he once almost destroyed his entire neighborhood in New York with this device. Second, weather control. He believed that by using powerful radio waves, he could control the weather of an area, bring rain, create storms. And third, the strangest and scariest of all, the death ray. In his last years, Tesla claimed to have designed a weapon based on energy particles, an invisible energy wall that could destroy 10,000 planes or 1 million soldiers in an instant from a distance of hundreds of kilometers. He called it Teleforce. He said that this weapon was so terrible that it could end war forever because no country would dare to attack another country. Were these just the fantasies of an old genius? Or did he really have plans? Part 6. The Mystery of Death and the Lost Documents. Here is the climax of the story. In 1943, Nikola Tesla died alone and poor in a hotel room in New York. But as soon as the news of his death was published, something strange happened. FBI agents raided the hotel and seized all the equipment, notebooks, plans. And they confiscated Tesla's boxes and took them with them. Why would the FBI be interested in the belongings of an 86-year-old bankrupt inventor? What were they looking for? A death ray plan? Free energy plans? Years later, the US government released some of these documents, but many of them remain top secret. Many believe that Tesla's most dangerous and revolutionary ideas are still hidden in the US government's safes. What do you think? What do you think they found? Could the technologies we have today, such as the internet or even modern weapons, be based on Tesla's lost plans? This is a question whose answer is truly frightening. Part 7. Conclusion. The world we could have. So, what was the world that Tesla wanted to create like? A world without pollution, with infinite and free energy. A connected world where information flowed freely, but maybe also a scary world, with weather weapons and death rays. We may never realize how close we were to that world, but Tesla's story reminds us of one thing. The future is not just made by geniuses. It is controlled by those with money and power. Maybe the biggest mistake in history wasn't burning down the Library of Alexandria. Maybe the biggest mistake was shutting down minds like Nikola Tesla. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think our world would be a better place or a scarier place if Tesla had succeeded? Let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious to know what you think. And if you enjoy these strange journeys through history and the future, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because the next video is going to be even stranger. Thanks for sticking with me this far.